Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to um, a podcast. Has been a little bit long overdue, but I think with the essence of today's topic, it kind of goes into what I've been meaning to talk about. Um, this is the SEIE podcast, also known as Speak Everything into Existence podcast. Um, this is kind of one of my more intimate podcast shows, a little bit different from most of my uh, music content that I usually do. I usually kind of talk about a lot of stuff that has to do with life on these clips. So you guys are going to get a lot from me today in regards of just stuff that I feel, stuff that I feel like needs to be changed or what I need to do, and what I want to encourage others to do as well. Um, I am currently live on all platforms right now: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can find all the stuff at the bottom, where you can find all the content at. I want to thank everybody who are joining me right now. They're watching this, and who may see this in post. I want to thank them as well. Um, Pretty much what I want to get through today is something that I'm going on a personal note, but kind of pertains to a lot of what's going on in the rest of the world. Um, Topic: time is now. Time is now. Um, and what do I mean by that? It is time for us to stop letting mediocrity and settlement take the forefront of our life, whether that is, um, personally, professionally, um, politically. It's time for us to start to stop saying yes to everything for everybody else and start saying yes to yourself. And um, frankly, I on a personal note, I've been very mentally drained and frustrated within the last few weeks between my own personal life, work, relationships, friendships, you name it. It's happened, and I have mentally exhausted myself, and by just allowing um, constant negativity, constant mediocrity, constant lack of respect, constant lack of everything. And I personally am saying it's time for me to say no to them and yes to me. Um, the last couple of weeks has been very frustrating on every front, um, which has had some glimpses of joy, and I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing that's been making it even harder is because when you see those glimpses of like what you want, and then you reconnect yourself back into reality where everybody else doesn't have that same essence um, that you do, you know it's time for a change. I thought a lot about that a couple days ago on Wednesday night, um, when I was at the jazz festival in Rochester and getting to see Sheila E. and hanging out with some close friends of mine that I haven't seen in a while, and I just remember how good it felt just being able to connect with them. And between that and then last night, I started. You, you start like really realizing like how much me personally, like how much of my dreams that I need to keep fighting for because it's right there in front of me. It can happen. Stop letting negative people come into your life and start, you know, spreading um, negative energy towards you in everything that you want to do. Because frankly, it's not right or fair to you. You have every right to say no, or not today, or not this time. Because at the end of the day, they're getting what they want in your expense. And I think it's time for us to start making the changes of, learning to get the train going um, without, a bunch of people backing you up. Time to go against the grain. Um, Time to be aggressive unapologetically. Um, you know, a lot of what's happening in this country right now has really been daunting on me. How we have idiots, and I'm speaking, like I said, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not here to, and this is part of it too. I'm not here to speak on, um, try to play nice or whatever. It's we have idiots in the Supreme Court who think that um, women's bodies and um, women's bodies should be controlled by them for some stupid reason. Now, how the hell you think that's even right or fair or what have you? That serves no purpose. There serves no purpose in this world. You know, they have a right to their own bodies. They have a right to their own justices. They have the right to themselves. Why are we? Since when should we control how somebody somebody lives their lives? Like not every situation is. I don't know. It says it like not every situation is plain cut black and white. Even if it was, it makes no sense into the ruling that you did. So how dare y'all? For real, how dare y'all to do this? So you know, like I said, it's time to make a change for the better and not for the worse. And I think it's time for us to start waking up and start putting ourselves first. Men, women, child, adult, black, white, gay, straight, um, every culture, every ethnicity, every sexuality, every person. It's time for us to start to wake up and start putting ourselves first. And putting ourselves first with love. Sometimes that love's got to be tough love. And you start have to put limits to yourself, you know. So, like I said, uh, uh, this is just me speaking from the heart. I know there's a lot of people that may be in the comments right now to feel the same way, or are watching this right now, or watching this later, feeling the same way. By the way, I want to hear from you, your comments, your thoughts. You know, what is it that you feel like you need to let go of that is holding you back from where you want to be, where you need to be right now? Um, leave that in the comments. It's time for us to start putting ourselves first in everything that we want to do as far as our dreams, our aspirations, and uh, our passions. I'm passionate about this music. I'm passionate about making a change musically. I'm passionate for just making a difference for myself, my community. I felt so connected in that small glimpse of just being out in the city um, this week because of just how like you see how the connection is, but which like makes me want to work harder into finding that. And sometimes a lot of people ain't gonna feel that way the next day, so you have to find that for yourself first, and then some people will come to you later, and that's perfectly fine. And I think we need to really just start making that change and that difference. And um, You know, I wish that things were different, but I'm starting to learn that I got to start really putting. I had to start putting me first in what I want to do. The work ain't coming to you. Sorry to say that, but the work ain't coming to you. You got to bring it for yourself. You can't wait on everybody else to do that. I can't wait on. I can't wait on friends. I can't wait on family. It's that old. It's like that old saying: if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I'm doing it for myself. I can't wait for anybody else. You know, we. It's an amount of respect and passion and um, responsibility and determination and discipline of yourself that you need to make the changes. Make sure everybody's hearing me because if people aren't going to give you that amount of respect that you feel like that you deserve, then they're not respecting you. And there's sometimes that you need to reiterate that to them that you deserve and demand that respect of all ages. And it's time for us to really start putting that into perspective and stop settling for jobs that don't care about us because they know that we're replaceable, even though they lie to us and say they're not. People who suck the life out of you to where you just have to just put it into yourself and just say enough is enough. Um, and lastly, just and just stop, you know, disrespecting yourself. You have the work ethic. You have the chance to do it. I think I've had numerous conversations about music or this podcast or everything, and it's always kind of like, yeah, we'll get to it, we'll get to it, we'll get to it, and then we never get it done. So it's always ended up becoming an idea, but never gets put into reality, never gets into consistent reality as well. So that is what I'm planning to do here. A new leaf has turned. This is the new me. This is what you get. This is what you experience. I'm taking no BS, no nonsense. Either you come here to work or you're not coming here at all. So, um, you know, expect some changes from some people who may have never seen that from me before. Expect me to say no to things that I used to say yes to because physically I'm drained, physically I'm tired, mentally I'm tired. And I need, I need to put that energy towards the things that bring myself joy, that bring myself peace, that bring myself success. Because at the end of the day, no, it's gonna be you. Ain't gonna be anybody else. It's gonna be you and what you did and what you contributed to and what you want to do with your life. Um, I'm reached 16 minutes of time, so I think I'm gonna cut it off here. 'Cause I think I've kind of said everything I want to do, but I'm looking into trying to do this on a weekly and or bi-weekly basis. If you guys are interested in topics that you guys want to talk about, I like to keep things open with this podcast, mostly with a lot of stuff with mental health, life, you know, you know, life coaching in a sense, just to try to keep people encouraged and motivated and self-disciplined for themselves to kind of hold each other accountable. Um, I got to hold myself accountable now, you know. So, um, those of you all who are interested, let me know. Leave a comment at the bottom. Expect more music coming from me soon. I'm going to be looking into starting another EP coming out where I'm going to be doing more vocal stuff. It's going to be out of my element, but it's time to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and that is pretty much what I'm doing with this next project. And I hope y'all like it half as much as I enjoy creating it. So be on the lookout for that. And again, I'm gonna try to do this at a good time for everybody. So, again, leave some stuff in the comments of what you guys think is the best time that suits for y'all. I will be saving all of these in post so you guys can check it out on a later date, and we'll kind of go from there. So, thank y'all so much. Speak everything into existence. Invest, evolve, and evolve. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all later.